Hi, my name is Kazi Zubayer Ahmed, and today I'm going to give a speech on why silence is powerful. So, let me ask a question in the beginning. Can we say something without speaking? Can we remain silent when talking? Is there a thing called absolute silence? If it does, is there absolute speech? There is a communication value of silence which contrasts with speech, where both are unquestionably treated as primary communicative category due to the prevalent use in communication. On the opposite side of the power of speech, we have the power of silence, and just like the coin and everything else in the known universe has two sides, knowing how to handle both sides is an advantage, and it can help you in many life situations. So, I was at a bus stop yesterday waiting for my bus to come with my earphones on. In the pause between songs, I heard an old man saying, "Yes, young man, I know we live in democracy and age of free speech, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to speak all the time." I guess he was right. We should take great care when we speak and only speak when it's necessary, to the point, and leaving unnecessary details behind. Unwise words and hasty utterance do a lot of harm, so when it's not necessary to speak, we should just stay shush, stay silent. It's said that silence is gold. The real power of silence is hiding deep down inside of every one of us, mainly connected with the ability to recognize the situation we're in and crucial for our self-improvement. The ability to be silent is worth gold, as I've said earlier, right? But why? Why is silence gold? Well, it allows you to be more careful when someone else is talking. It's not smart to interrupt, right? And when we're silent, it's easy for us to find a way out when we're in difficult situations. Being silent gives us enormous advantage, and instead of panic and filling our head with noises, we will be able to solve the problem faster and better. Also, sometimes it's better not to speak when we don't know about a particular subject. It's pointless to discuss the things we're not properly informed about. Sometimes a lot of useful information passes right in front of our noses and we don't notice. Why? Because we are too busy talking at the time. Silence is also often misjudged as unimportant or awkward. As a result, modern conversations turns into chaos. To get a better conversation, one must use brief pauses to give the other person time to think and get into the conversation more effectively, and also to get better understanding of the topic. Another best time to use silence is when we're in an argument. When someone is shouting at us, we can take all the energy from the other person with a cold stare and saying nothing. I know it's cruel to put it this way, but sometimes a stare can work more than wasting words in a domestic quarrel or otherwise. If we don't want to aggravate the situation, we may keep silent even if we are wrongly accused, as long as we are the only party affected. Instead of punishing and scolding, when one withdraws in silent sympathy, he gives the individual a chance to turn the corner. We may also remain silent if that's going to save someone's life. There is an old story of a sadhu. When he was asked by a group of men running with open swords, they asked in which direction the man had gone. The sadhu was silent even though he knew the answer. Why? Because he saved a life. It can also be used as a tool to show respect, admiration, and esteem. During any conversation, let the other person talk and listen to them. When we're silent, our facial expressions and body language works like a miracle, as if those were our language. So staying silent and paying attention shows that you're respecting the other person and showing importance to his thoughts and his words. It helps us to gain respect in return. Where I'm saying all about how important staying silent is and why people say that silence is gold, it's also important to add another fact, which is the fact of inner silence. It's important to practice inner silence, which means a profound calmness of body and soul, a sense of comfort inside, and emotional awareness. A person who feels pulled, stretched, overwhelmed with constantly busy both physically and mentally isn't in the most capable position to make the best decisions based on clarity, independence, and freedom. Without a sense of inner silence, constant struggle and rush can have dire consequences on the mind, body, emotions, and spirit. Not everyone is capable to enjoy silence, but if one does, that person is lucky. Fast life has brought us a lot of money, stress, pressure, and depression. Being able to enjoy silence can reduce a lot of our issues. I like to end my speech with a saying that my mother used to tell me: if you don't have something smart or important to say, then don't. I know it sounds rough, but the truth is, one should think before speak, listen more, and live the moment. The power of silence gives us strength to maintain order in our life, and we should use it properly. Thanks.